Besides sending the police, you might want to send an ambulance or a hearse.
Hello, Billy Ho here. Keeping up with the rookie wide receivers that we're covering for this year's fantasy football draft, PPR format. That's the only one I play. Today I'm covering rookie Quentin Johnston of the Los Angeles Chargers. So, when do we draft him? I'm going to break down some pros and cons. So please subscribe to the channel, smash the like, leave a comment. Everything good to go. And let's get started.
Football!
Like I said in previous videos, rookie wide receivers are kind of coming into their own as being able to produce a lot sooner than they used to. They used to take a year or two, or by year 3 was their breakout year, but they're doing it in the second year now, more often than not. For the big studs, the Chargers drafted Quentin Johnston, 21st overall. He is a big dude. 6'3", 208 pounds. He's basically the Mike Williams clone. You're going to have to definitely know the number. You know, he's number 1 on your program. So just know that that's who it is, because you can confuse them. Those two monsters playing outside and Keenan Allen in the slot make for a potent passing attack. We're looking at some highlights of Q right now. I'm sure people will be calling him Q. So anyway, Justin Herbert, smash quarterback. He's got another weapon. Johnston has speed, power. He doesn't stop. The legs keep churning. He fights for every yard. He can break tackles, move the chains, scores touchdowns. He can score touchdowns. I'll get to that in a minute. Actually, I found out a tidbit of information that is on a slight negative. So basically, he can adjust to the deep ball and go up and win 50-50 balls. And of course, the Chargers already throw it a ton. They ranked second last year in pass attempts per game. But he does have I call it the Mike Williams negatives. He can be very erratic with his production. He only managed 6 touchdowns last year on that TCU offense with Max Duggan pulling the trigger, and he threw for 32 touchdowns, and only 6 of them made his way to Johnston. So I think he suffers from such a big physical advantage that he might just kind of get lost in the mix, where he doesn't break crispy from routes sometimes. He just relies on pure athleticism to beat obviously inferior opponents in college. He's going to be in for a rude awakening if he thinks he can take that to the pros, because even if he has a couple inches on these cornerbacks, they're still going to be big and physical, and they'll push him around. So you can just ask Mike Williams that, because he certainly didn't come into the league and just rip shit up. So it's going to take work. So that's one thing you're going to have to get. But I think having a veteran like Allen on his team will help him with that. So I think that but I do think he has a larger learning curve than the other wide receivers I've covered so far. So he's going to be further down the draft board. So that's where I think he'll land. You're talking about double-digit rounds. People may be super excited about him because people love the Chargers. People love fantasy scoring. It's offense. They may reach early on him. Let him do it. If he goes at the 6th or 7th round, just brush your shoulders off and move on with it. But if he's there 10, 12, 11 round, after some of the other rookies have gone, maybe snatch him up. Maybe you got Justin Herbert, and then, you didn't get any of the other receivers. So, you could grab this guy in the 9th round if you want to. But that's only if you have Herbert. I wouldn't reach too high on him, but I don't think 9th is too bad. It depends on your format and your scoring and things of that nature. So there's plenty of stuff to like about him, but there are also plenty of fish in the wide receiver sea. So keep that in mind for future reference. And that'll be all for Mr. Q and me. Next video coming up, Jordan Addison of the Vikings, and we'll see you soon.